It's a very big question because it covers many layers of time. These years have been full of political, social, cultural activity, rejuvenation of many kind, especially bringing out long forgotten art traditions, especially performing arts traditions. That too, dance, because it was looked down upon, and for example, the British brought special law against it. So the gurus and the devdasis, the dancers, had to go underground. Politically, we know that the struggle for independence went on for long and brought out a lot of social changes. It also gave more space to women, in a way that it also elevated the feeling of being Indian, being Bharatiya, feeling pride in one's own cultural heritage, etc. What has remained, within all these upheavals and changes, I would say, is the intrinsic sense of truth, honesty, beauty, auspiciousness, that life is a celebration or life can be a celebration, and that our heritage is something that is timeless. Indeed, it is. And that is why we all are still here. We are still talking about it. We are still proud of it. And the traditions are going forward. That's very nice. Yeah, dance is physical, no? First of all, unlike a musician, instrumentalist, vocalist, painter, author, the full body is the canvas, and the dancer has to play on it. Dancer has to paint the space and make designs in space through the body. Age perhaps withers others, but I don't think age withers dancers. Physically, they might be a little, but nobody expects, say, come on, a 75-year-old dancer to jump around like when she was 25. That would be so stupid. That is so uncalled for. That is so unesthetic. And it is so unrealistic. I remember seeing Margot Fonteyn, the great ballerina, uh, when she was 60. I'd seen her when she was in her 20s and 30s, partnering Nureyev, and they were like fire. At 60, there was a benefit program for a German ballet dancer, young dancer, who was suffering from leukemia. And in Montreal's Grand Theatre, Margot Fonteyn did the balcony scene from Romeo and Juliet. She was Juliet. I think those 20 minutes, 15 or 20 minutes, I will never forget. She was 60. Juliet was supposed to be 16. And from the balcony, she's looking down at Romeo. Her eyes, they became pools of yearning and love. Even, the arms, here it droops for every dancer, unless she's really doing workouts every day like a palwan. Nothing mattered. Whatever she did was poetry. Whatever she did, a glance was full of meaning and nuances. Now that's what happens. I think we have to understand that each age has its demands, its pros and cons. But the more experience is like more honey in the honeycomb. And you cannot describe the taste of that honey. So, just like that, one cannot even speak about the experience of a danced body. No, there are no particular moments as such, I don't think, because even when not on stage, when one is rehearsing or even thinking about the dance choreography or the next whatever one is taking up, it's all a healing. It's not just the physicality of dance; it is dance itself, because it being within this very neurotic world, you have become an island. You've become a pool of serendipity, a pool of beauty. Whether you're thinking of a theme, a topic, or humming a song, remembering a choreography, choreographing something new, or rehearsing, all these moments are healing. And they are like a warm blanket on a cold night. They can be like a cool coconut water on a hot afternoon. One can think of any number of such examples, but the whole thing is that dance itself is healing. The process goes on as long as one is alive. But that first time is something that is not to be put into words. Anyway, that was 1961. But even otherwise, revisiting, yes. But telling young Sonal, no, nothing. She was she, I am I today, and it's just a very beautiful handshake. It's a very beautiful merging together and being grateful. Not really. In fact, it in a way came in between, so I had to refuse some performances which I would have liked to do had I not been a member of parliament. On the other hand, being a member of parliament as a dancer, I could bring in a lot of issues pertaining to not only dance but to performing arts and to cultural traditions of India. So it worked both ways. In fact, I'm in a way very happy. Yeah, I'm proud that for the first time, perhaps, such issues were talked about and heard.
Odissi or Bharatnatyam, the more demanding diva?
Both equally.
More terrifying, a last minute costume malfunction or a parliament debate?
Parliament debate.
One mythological character who would make a great WhatsApp friend.
Draupadi.
Which era had better audiences, the 70s or the Reels generation?
Obviously, 70s.
Your guilty pleasure after a long performance night, rasgulla or ice cream?
Both.
Three things in your handbag during a performance tour that would surprise us.
A slab of chocolate and a small edition of, I won't name the book because that will be giving away too much of myself. And what would be the third thing? Maybe lipstick. That wouldn't surprise anyone anyway, but I think that's a must.
The most memorable birthday.
The first.
You remember?
Every birthday has been memorable, I'm sure. It's been so long. And in fact, I'm very enthusiastic about celebrating my own birthday. So I keep reminding friends a month before to remember, and then we celebrate.